Now we continue our coverage of a fallen Rhode Island hero. Tonight we know the funeral arrangements for First Sergeant Peter Andrew McKenna. Live at 5 we told you McKenna will be laid to rest next to his brother. A wake will be held in Warren on Sunday. His funeral mass will also be celebrated at St. Mary of the Bay Church in Warren on Monday. McKenna died last week in a Taliban attack in Afghanistan. Eyewitness News analyst Lieutenant General Reginald Centracchio is here. He joins us in studio as we talk more about First Sergeant McKenna's death and the situation general in Afghanistan. 35 years old, served his country for 17 years. You've been there. What kind of words of comfort do you give his family? You know, unfortunately, having been there, there's not much you can say or do other than to do a lot of listening and certainly have empathy and compassion for understanding what they're going through, because there's no way you can say, I know what you feel, or anything else that would mitigate what their feelings are. So you're there, you can put your arms around them and tell them you love them, and that's about all you can do. He was part of the forces to train the Afghan army. With the drawdown of combat troops, General, does it show the dangers the soldiers are facing every day? Unfortunately, we'll continue to see this, and I think we're depending too much on the Afghan security forces and the Iraqi forces to protect our soldiers. It just is not working, and we need to look at other possibilities to include, and I know it's very unpopular to say, but we need to look at our own forces to take care of our own forces. Depending upon the Iraqi army and the Afghan army is not working. We need to look at a different strategy. Taliban has taken responsibility. We've heard so much about ISIS over the last several months. Just to show you, there are many terrorist groups out there trying to take people out. There are, and every day there's a new one that comes about. And I'm concerned that we need to focus on everything at the same time. With that comes the intelligence gathering, where we don't have our own security forces on the ground to be able to tell us exactly what's happening. Depending upon other countries, apparently is not working. And boots on the ground, a possibility? I feel as though that has to be part of some future strategy, not only United States troops, but coalition forces. All right, the General has more on our website. You can go to WPRI.com.